Got the old dash out of the truck because it is destroyed. Um, Show you here. As you can see, she's got a few small cracks in her. I don't know if you can actually see any of the cracks. They're pretty small, but we like to go for perfection here. Anyways, that's the first one of those dashes I've had out of there. Actually, really easy. They kind of push back and clip in, and then there's, probably 12 screws total. You take the bezel off of the gauges. There's a few along the bottom, and that's it. So that was pretty awesome. There's what it looks like now. So that is out. We do have another dash pad that I'm starting to clean up now. Just got a truck dropped off to work on. Thought it was a wheel bearing, but I actually walked out there and looked at it real quick, and looks like maybe the brake caliper or bracket came loose because it is rubbing on the wheel. So we'll dive into that in a little bit. But this is the dash pad that we got. It has a few cracks there, but that is it. So I'm just gonna get it cleaned up because I want to figure out if we can dye it, paint it, all that good stuff. I'm just kind of cleaning up the inside here because there is a thin piece of sheet metal in there, except for where the speaker grill is. There is not, obviously, because of the speaker. You wouldn't want a piece of metal there, and that's why those areas break and crack. I did test out a little spot on this dash for cleaning. I like to use a window cleaner a lot for a cleaner. So this is what it looks like cleaned up. As you can see in the cracks and crevices, like all the mud, dry, dirt looking stuff. Um, Looks pretty good, not bad. I use spray nine, that worked pretty good. And then just a foaming glass cleaner. So that is probably what I'll end up using. Clean this one up. I'm gonna get some Duplicolor spray paint for the vinyl on this thing. We're probably gonna go with a black to break up the blue. So we're probably gonna go like door panels and all that. They're not in too bad a shape. Probably clean them up and dye those also black. But like I said, I want to test it out on the old one first, make sure it's gonna stick and look good. Duplicolor makes some spray paint for vinyl, dash pads, stuff like that. And if not, LNC has some that I've heard is really good. So we'll just have to try it out and see what we think. But right now, getting this dash pad cleaned up and ready. So I'm just cleaning up the inside a little bit. So I'll hit it with a little bit of paint just because it does have that small layer of metal in there just to protect it. So just cleaning that up right now. Alright, so I just knocked off the thin layer of a few rust spots and stuff like that on this thing. It does kind of have a pad in there that was over all that, but certain spots it's worn away, or from age, all that good stuff. So using some glass cleaner to wipe it off. And you kind of got to be careful with this older stuff too. Don't press down too hard and watch what you're doing because it can be fragile. So, like I said, there's some bare metal spots in here that I'm just going to address with a light coat of paint along with these brackets that are on the back. You know, wasn't too nasty or anything. This here's one of my favorite tools. Always got a mess or something blowing around, but also helps dry things out when you're trying to get them to dry. Once again, this is the backside. Just has a thin piece of metal. I'm just doing a light coat to freshen it up and all that. Then I'll flip it over and continue to clean the whole pad with that spray nine, some glass cleaner to get it cleaned up real well and prepped for paint. And I have to go get the paint and I will test it on the old dash first, see how it goes, and we'll go from there. And I do think we're going to change it to a black, but yeah, that's where we're at right now. Rock and rolling. I'll show you the kind of the areas talking about. See that? That's the metal, and there's like this rubbery film that was on all of this. I'd say that's kind of come off. So that's why I'm just shooting it with a little bit of paint there. All right. There she is. Got a decent little coat on the bottom there. Of course, you won't see it, but there is metal. So we're protecting it a little bit. And all these metal tabs that kind of slide up in there. You don't want those to continue to rot away, and then they won't be doing any good securing your dash pad. Bezel wasn't in too bad a shape, but all four corners for the mounts are broke off. Um, so we may be getting a new cluster there. And going through, of course, cleaning all this up and getting ready for that new pad. Yeah, I'll go get the paint. I gotta get a few other things for some other projects going on. Probably I might start messing around with the steering column for my truck. Also, some point started a little bit the other day. Just kind of been jumping around with some of the stuff going on in projects. But I do have this truck to work on out here that I need to take a look at and see what's going on. So if parts are needed to be ordered, I can get them ordered and on the way. So I'm gonna move this dash pad out of the way. After it dries a little bit and I can flip it over and clean it good, I'll do that, clean it, and then I'll put it to the side and pull this truck in. And once I figure out what's what there, I'll run up and do my running, come back, and get back to it. So just wanted to give you a quick update, jump on here, say what's up, and yeah, we're making progress, we're doing stuff. We'll check you guys later. Till next time.